Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to Creators on the Crest. I'm Stephanie, and this is your reading for April 1st to the 15th. We're going to take a look first at your overall energy. We'll take a look at your specific energies, the energies surrounding you at this time, and how they mingle in the middle. At the end, we'll pull an oracle card for the Scorpio collective to close out the reading. Do keep in mind these are general readings, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. If you're interested in a personal reading, I have links in the description below. You can also connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Creators on the Crest. Okay, Scorpio, let's get started and take a look at your energies. So this will be your, whoa. We're going to roll with it. That one popped right out. Scorpio, let me know. Honesty. Wow, Scorpio. So you came right out and said that for April 1st through the 15th, you're working with honesty. This is the number 23 card. And it says here, the energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. I love that, Scorpio, and I love it for you because sometimes you can be a little stingy, a little sharp. And this is an encouragement of having that truthful, genuine, honest communication with yourself, with someone else, or maybe even the public. Maybe you're doing this online. And to do so courageously and also with kindness and tact, right? I mean, so much of what we see, and I am getting kind of a social media kind of feel on this. Sometimes what we see out there is just so hateful and just so sharp and argumentative and divisive. And this type of honesty that I'm feeling, I mean, look at these gentle colors here. Blue is the color of communication, and look at the soft colors here. You're able to, you have it in you, or you wouldn't have thrown this card out at me, to communicate in that honest and truthful way. So you can be direct, but you can also do it with kindness and tact. And honestly, I think that's the best way to communicate. And we need a lot more of that in the world, especially online. My goodness. All right, Scorpio, let's get into pulling some cards for your energies here. Ooh, really, Scorpio? Oh, goodness. I will read these in just a minute. That cracks me up. And these are the energies connected to you on this side. Yikes. Looks like they're having a bit of a rough go. And in the middle. Okay. Wow. Scorpio is showing up in the middle of your own reading. So Scorpio, on your side, you literally get, I'm going to move these up. You get the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, and the 10 of Cups in that order exactly. How? I don't know. I shuffle these decks. I have a video on how I shuffle and how I prepare for these readings, and you literally get the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Cups in that order. You are definitely working with a certain phase of your water magic right now. Matters of the heart, relationship, something's coming up. I'm wondering if the honesty maybe has to do with a partner. There's something you need to reveal to them. You want to make sure you're speaking from the heart. And this is a little tough for you, it looks like. The energy connected to you, they get the Fool, the 5 of Swords, and the Moon. I feel like there's something this person has an opportunity to be doing. They could be in a bit of a stage where they're not doing it right now. They could be overthinking themselves a little bit. They could just be dealing with some sort of shadow aspect here with the Moon coming in. So, but you could see here, there's something definitely like bothering this person, something on their mind, something is not what it should be. And this could be, there's like this sense of battle weary. This person feels battle weary to me. Their energy feels that way. They're tired of fighting something. I don't know what it is yet, but we'll clarify. Now the energies in the middle, seem very intense. You're showing up with this death and rebirth card. That's the card of Scorpio. And then we have the Page of Wands. I really like the feeling I'm seeing in this card. It's very open-hearted, energetic. The movement is happening there. So something is changing in this connection that you're dealing with, something quite profound. It has to do with the two of you really being honest with each other. Remember, though, as we come to be honest with one another, especially in our primary relationships, that we have to be honest with ourselves first. I think this person might be having a bit of a rough go on that. So they might need a little time. All right. Let's find out some more information about what in the world you're showing me with this 8, 9, and 10 of Cups. First of all, this is awesome. This is progression. You're going right in order. The 8 of Cups tends to be a card where you're walking away from something, walking away from love. You may have considered leaving this relationship. This could be the energies of you showing me that you have considered or are considering walking away from this, because this person seems to be stuck in some sort of mental shadow energies here. I don't know that they're taking the steps and the risk and the jumps that they need to take. So let's clarify that 8 of Cups there. The Ace of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. Oh, Scorpio. What are you doing? You brought in all the water, now you're bringing in all the fire. Okay, so here you are possibly considering, or have in the past, you've considered walking away from this relationship and just starting over, starting a fresh, new, passionate beginning. I don't think you have walked away from this, though. That's kind of what I get, at least not in your heart of hearts, even if you're physically not with the person. There was something always holding you back from walking away. And this could be that things did change. You know, I almost get the sense of like during the times and the moments when you wanted to walk away, when you just see this person stuck, and maybe this is a pattern for them where they get stuck and they have a hard time getting out of this stuck feeling or this stuck energy. They have a hard time dealing with some aspect, that's some pattern that they have. Just when you think you can't take it anymore, something has changed very quickly with this 8 of Wands coming in. So, you know, you've always kind of held back. I think at times their energy has been in such a state where you may have felt the need to defend and protect yourself a little bit more than you would like to in a relationship that's supposed to, you know, have the qualities of equal give and take. And that may have been rough on you sometimes, but I feel like at the last minute, when this person is stuck, and you just think, well, what am I going to do? Then something changes. This could be a marriage or a long-term relationship. So we could just be seeing a phase of it here. It doesn't necessarily mean the whole relationship, the whole time has been plagued with these energies. Sometimes we move through energies in more of a short-term manner. So this could be something that did bring doubt to you, though, about can I move forward with this person? Can I continue on with them? But yeah, then the change came in with this 9 of Cups. Now, Scorpio, it feels to me like possibly for some of you that you connect your ability to open up and do what you want to do and to release the treasure that is you, to ignite the treasure that is you, to be the treasure that is you. Every time you've kind of gotten into that energy where you've got yourself really fired up, something has shifted, and this could be your own mental pattern, because the 8 of Swords always says to me that it's some sort of self-imposed mental pattern. Now, by self-imposed, that doesn't mean you didn't pick up a belief system when you were younger or from, you know, societal pressures or something like that. But it seems and it feels like to me, just when you're ready to present your treasure, the treasure that is you, something changes and puts you into this kind of trapped mental space, and that just really shuts you down with this Ten of Swords. This is, you know, the mental energies to the point of like complete, like I need to end something. I either need to end this pattern, I need to end this relationship, I need to make it stop. It needs to die. You know, it's that kind of feeling of like, I'm done. And those are really, really tricky energies to be in. Even if it is a shorter term phase, sometimes those energies can feel very heavy. And I feel like for some of you, that's been the case. Because it feels like you're just on the verge of presenting the treasure that you are. And I don't know if this is, you know, a one-off thing, like you doing a TED Talk, or, you know, you're getting ready to launch something, and then something changes and like kind of rains on your parade there. But let's see, because you're giving me the Ten of Cups. So you're moving through these energies. You're moving through these difficult energies with your water magic, which is great, with your heart, which is amazing. The Ten of Cups is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Yeah. These energies, it's interesting because in your reading, you're kind of showing it to me, and you always do something unique in your reading. This time, it's like you're showing me, you showed me first, like how you're moving through things, which normally I would think would be the clarifiers. And then in your clarifiers, you're showing me your issues. You're showing me what you're stuck with. And it seems like you do have this, you know, strong desire for this kind of practical new beginning. This could be, you know, in your home space. This could be job related. This could be just your whole stance and connection to wealth and resources. And you've got this Four of Pentacles. You've got some secrets here. You've got something kind of locked up. I'm wondering if you have a big idea that you haven't shared because you think you won't be supported, and you really are on the verge of just having to be honest with it. But it's here's the thing. I think you haven't known how to communicate it without being sharp, without being hard about it. And the energy I'm getting here is that, listen, this is something that you love. This is something that you're meant to do. This is part of your gifts, talents, and abilities. This is related to a brand new practical beginning for you that will affect your home, your partnerships, your relationships. And you kind of kept it under lock and key. And this energy of the Hanged Man shows me pause. But I think the pause actually kind of feels like a good one, because it feels like if you kind of act out of, you know, some of these mental energies where you're just done, that the way things will be communicated are kind of doomed from the start. And I think that's why that honesty is coming up. And, you know, I think there's a communication, especially with this person on the horizon, especially if this is a primary intimate partner, husband, wife. This is someone that you need to be able to communicate with, obviously, your dreams, your desires. For the Fool, they get the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Two of Swords. So remember I said for this person, they may be, you know, not quite taking the leap on something. They are working first to bring something into balance here. They have two twos, the Pentacles and the Swords. That's the air and the earth. And maybe they're trying to maintain a balanced household, a balanced situation in their workspace, or in their how they feel around that. This could be they really have like some home improvement on their mind, and like whether they should hire it or do it themselves or hire it out. They sometimes are feeling disconnected from you. I think, you know, this for those of you where this is a situation you're living with this person, sometimes it can maybe feel like you're in two different worlds, but you're living under the same roof. And that I do think that they notice and that they see your gifts, talents, and abilities. I think they see your desires and who you are. I don't know if they know what to do with that always. So that's where it's kind of up to you to communicate to them. They're going through their own process though, mentally, where they're trying to figure out, I feel like they're kind of testing themselves with, you know, instead of like taking the nesty plunge, like you kind of see like maybe this girl's going to do here, I feel like they're kind of just touching their toe in the water. So this could have to do with their own, you know, aspirations and the way they feel about how they can bring their gifts, talents, and abilities to the world. I feel like their focus has always been stability, and it seems like they've achieved that, but have they really been happy doing it? I don't know. This Five of Swords comes in. It's quite a painful mental energy. They're not listening to something from their higher self. And to clarify that Five of Swords, they get the Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Nine of Cups. Okay, good. This shows me that this person is aware of a certain kind of mental space that they get into, a certain sort of tired space, an exhaustion, so to speak. This feels like, remember I said battle weary. This person is tired of fighting something. And maybe it's something within themselves that wants to come out, because we have these beautiful energies. They're moving toward it. They're moving. They're just very slow moving. Look, we have the clocks on the tree all set at the same time. You know, the Knight of Pentacles, it's an earthy moving energy. It's slower. So they may be figuring out how to enhance their own life, but it's going a little slowly. This could also be them in their spiritual relationship. So they may be questioning, you know, creation, and they may be questioning, like, how does this all fit in? They may not be understanding your energies, your aspirations, your dreams. They may have been a little confused about that. They see you, but it feels more distant for them. But with this High Priestess coming in, there's a new wisdom that's going to be brought to them, maybe through you sharing this communication that is being encouraged here. And that's going to open up their ability to be in a creative space as well. They may not see it at first, but I see a happy, more relaxed person here. It could be that this person, whether you know it or not, is picking up on your energy of something that needs to be shared. Could be triggering some of their, you know, own fears and fears of like, abandonment, and maybe they've picked up on these energies before. Maybe the two of you have talked about separation before, and it, you know, went through a painful process before and ended up staying together. And then they may have some wounding around that they're trying to heal from a little bit, and may get triggered on that. But I do see them wanting to move into a more of a peace and calm around what they know and around their heart, what they know to be true. Let's look at this moon, because it's not like you're the only one who hasn't communicated something. They're hiding something here too. What is this person hiding? What are they hiding? And it could even be to themselves. The Page of Wands, the Magician, and the Justice card. Yeah, they're hiding their own greatness from themselves. And again, working on maybe their own patterns of fear. You had that Eight of Swords. They have this moon. But look at this. They have this Page of Wands coming out. This is a very youthful, fiery energy. I think a lot of times they may feel like it's hard for them to get this moving forward. It's hard for them to kind of light their own torch. But the Magician's coming in for them. And it may just mean that they have to figure out how to work with these elements a little bit better, to bring in the balance, the justice, to bring in their own, what do I want to say? Bring in their own peace of mind, but bring it into their heart space. This feels to me like someone who is strongly considering like their next phase of life. So they may be coming up on a milestone birthday, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, that, you know, that kind of thing, a significant like decade milestone birthday. And coming with that then is all this energy and of them bringing themselves into their own place. I think you're sparking something for them, but I think the most important thing for this connection is that the two of you have some real honest communication. And I think once that gets out on the table, because this person can feel the energy of what you're not saying, perhaps you can feel the energy of what they're going through, and you've known they've been going through this, but it's time for the two of you to actually talk about it. So let's look at this Page of Wands. It looks like a more free-feeling kind of energy there. So what's going on with that? The Sun, the Death card, and the Page of Pentacles. Scorpio, there's your energy again right in the middle. I love this. And look at this. Look, this Death card, it's a couple happily dancing together as his wings are burning, right? Burning is not a bad thing. Think about the phoenix rising from the ashes. This is what I feel for this relationship, that it is coming into a cycle where it will be reborn from some really tough stuff for both of you. But look at the happiness coming in with this Sun card. And the Page of Pentacles allows you both to come together and to stabilize the energy, stabilize the relationship into what is truly important, into the true loving energies of this connection that have always been there. Right now, I don't think either one of you quite clearly sees that. Maybe you've been a little bit in your own processes, a little bit trying to figure this, trying to figure this out, but what's going to move it is the honest communication, honest, kind, and tactful communication. And I know that's hard because you may be having to receive some constructive criticism, and you may be having to dish out some constructive criticism here. If this is a workplace situation, there might be some of you, this is a workplace situation. You've been in a long time and this has been a long time coming. It's going to take a lot of courage for you to do that, to stand up to your boss, whomever that might be right now, and really speak your desires. But for those of you that this is a relationship, I think both of you have felt the energies for a long, long time. And I think once you are more exposed to one another in a vulnerable and supportive way, it's going to look a lot better and feel a lot better. This Death card is clarified by the Hermit, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I like this energy of the Hermit coming in with the Death and Rebirth card. This is a very internal process. So this is probably whatever the two of you are going through. This is probably something you've kind of kept to the relationship. Haven't really involved kids, haven't really involved a lot of other family members. This looks to be a little more preserved, a little more hidden, a little more like, let us figure it out, like let the two of us figure it out. We have to be willing to offer one another our hearts. We have to be able to offer from a place of genuine kindness, and not only giving but receiving in good faith, in good energy here. And I think from what I see in these energies, that's going to be, even if it's constructive criticism, that's going to be what's helpful. There is a little bit of this energy with this Queen of Cups, which I also see as water sign energy here. There's a little bit of this energy of like, hey, if you two aren't able to get to a place where you're coming together and having that communication, you will feel drained. And that may be your signal, Scorpio. You may feel drained. You may feel like you're pouring water out of your own cup. And for some of you, maybe a smaller population of you, this may be a signal for you when you do have this communication with this person, whether it be a boss or relationship. If it is not received, and if that open and honest communication isn't flowing back and forth between the two of you, then why are you wasting your energy? So that Death card coming in, even though that's Scorpio energy, and Scorpios are really good at dealing with that level of depth and transformation, that doesn't mean it's easy, right? Scorpio, let's pull a card to close off the reading from the Shaman's Dream Oracle. I love these cards, and this one stuck out sideways, so we're going to go with it here. And you got Repairing the Veil, Forgiveness. This is the number 45 card. And it says, forgiveness, making amends, and recognition of our unity. Between us all is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and we believe ourselves to be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and spaces in between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them, us versus them. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time do to ourselves. When we claw at the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate another, or misuse our power, we create a wound felt by many, not just those in those of us in the smaller direct relationship. All right, so Scorpio, this goes along really beautifully with what I said from the very beginning. This could be a case where you are trying to open up and do something maybe more publicly online, and you could have a partner or a family member or concerned about a boss or somebody saying something about it, but you are being prodded and pulled and taught how to stand in your courage and stand in your choice to be authentically you. So yes, there might be some repairing there that needs to happen, but I do see you being much more focused on a unity energy than an energy of divisiveness and division at this time. And I think that's really important to remember, bringing in the unity and the forgiveness into the situation that you're dealing with. Okay, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining a deep reading as always, and I will see you next time.